All right. You all wake up. You all will not wake up. You all stand up and make for the city center. You make your way through. Oh, that's not here anymore. We're by here. You hear it as you walk. These things that retreated from you, they're not altogether gone. You hear the sort of sound of shambling bones in the dark. You see things move. You can't help but feel like you're just being watched, and at any moment an army of bones could pounce down upon you. And you move through. The blade says to you, Zarvalg, they fear me, and so they fear you. This is the only reason they do not strike. They feared my death, and now they fear your reprisal. This will not remain. There are many commanders. There are many who will discipline the undead to marshal against you. You have but sparse time.
All right, well, then let's keep moving forward, shall we? And take advantage of the advantage that we have.
Good. And so you do. To the approval of your blade. It does not take long. You quickly come to the big bad spire in the middle. Let's see here. Let's see. You make your way into the base, and you're going to see a rather strange contraption. You see this sort of blazing. I couldn't find green fire, so I'll go.
Sure.
More like a ball of sort of like flaming miasma, almost like fog caught on fire in a great sort of ball sphere. He says, that is the beacon. That is the center of this place. It is what guards the lowest reaches. It is where the abyssal powers below funnel up and through. If you truly wish to get to the pit of this place for some reason, you will need to dismantle this thing. There are 3 rites scattered here. Lore ancient held by the liches that once held this place. You must obtain this lore, and you must face its trials. And in them, you may descend down into the most grievous, darkest places of this place. But be warned, there is no going back. There is only going forward. Your living flesh has been touched by this place. It is only a matter of time before you join their ranks. It is only a matter of time before you become bone.
All right, so he will explain that to the party. He'll be like, all right, so there are 3 trials. We have to undergo each trial. Too late to turn back now. From this point forward, unless we complete this, we all end up looking like her. And he points to Camellia.
Oh. Oh.
So, yeah, if we, I guess, complete each of the 3 trials, this flaming sphere thing that we have in the middle here will either dissipate or whatever, or send us to the core of this place, where I'm guessing it is we can do what we've come here to do, which is seal up the hole.
It is a point. I'm gonna hand this to you, Yvain, because of your connection. You have a druidic power, and that power connects to all living things. And in this place, it is barely palpable. It's enough to draw the magic that you possess reliably and not much else. Further miracles are outside the bounds, and you look at this miasmic burning fog, and you feel sort of a well of dark power, but there is something behind it, something tempering it, something, a small light in the dark that's sort of wrapped up in it all. And you can't help but remember that vision of a million black skeletal hands sort of reaching across that fading light. You know that something that barely holds this place at bay lays below. This thing that may have been calling you.
And it's just, as they discuss what it is that they want to do, I think she takes a moment to meditate on that and to just try to find the light. That one small set of hands
Make me,
amidst the millions.
yeah, make me, as this is more about sort of almost like feeling, I think it makes sense to do an insight check to kind of like use your instinct, your innate sort of connection with wisdom to try and bear through it.
That's an 18 on the dice, and my insight's all right, actually. So that's 13.
A 13.
So 13 plus 18. All right, so is that
It's like
31?
31. Yeah, I think it's like
31.
31. Okay, I'll give you everything. 31, incredible. Yeah, very like I'm trying to think of a good example, but it feels very Frodo to me, where there's like, oh, and we need to move over here, and that all kind of just starts to like fade away. And while Zarbolg's explaining this to everybody, Claridorder has their input, Yvain just stares into the miasmic fog, and Yvain, the world sort of, the voices sort of fade away in that sort of ADHD kind of way. You've lost focus, and you're into this thing. And past the unbearable layers of wretchedness, you grasp onto something pure. You find just sort of like a thread within the dark. It is truly like a needle in the haystack kind of situation. It's that sort of well of power that surrounds this like little bead of what you recognize. And this sliver, this needle in the haystack, feel very close to it. It feels very raw. It feels, despite that it has all this miasma layered upon it, it feels like something you've carried with you for a very long time. And this is sort of the raw, almost material thing behind it. It's not conscious per se, but it has a will, and that will does reach for you. It is not in any way that you can latch onto in this moment, but you do know with certainty now the Graveseer's words were correct. It is this thing, wherever the seed of power comes from, that has been just tugging on your thread of fate to come find it. Whether you knew it or not all this time, whether you thought Shadebarrow was your own interest, and it is, but also something underneath it, something behind it has been sort of a catalyst to that interest, to push you towards Shadebarrow, to bring you here to it. It's close now.
Can I discern a name, a form, a shape, an anything sort of materialesque that I could focus upon?
If you were, again, this is all sort of an immaterial feeling. This sort of connects to the divine side of you. But if you had to try and put a physical description to what the essence of this thing is, it's like I said, it's raw. It's like you're not a cleric, so you wouldn't understand this, but I'm going to give you the analogy anyway. Channel divinity states that you take the literal essence of your god and channel it into power. That is the description of channel divinity, where it's not like you're using your faith and your spell slots. You're literally plucking the pure divine essence and power of your god and channeling it into something powerful. That's what this feels like. Like if your interest in Shadebarrow, your time in the library, your knowledge was the spell slots, your own interest, this is the channel divinity. This is the pure raw essence behind knowledge and interest, and has tugged at you in that way, in a spiritual way, not in a hard paper and book or handing you things, but in that thirst for knowledge sounds bad. But in that sort of raw, catalyzing pulling of your thread, it's like, yeah, that's the best way I can describe it without giving away things. But it feels it just feels like raw, like the raw essence of your librarian interest, shall we say. It is at the heart of research for the greater good, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think while everything is going on, Yvain just sits and probably with a half mad expression on her face, stares at the fire. Uh, and then depending on how long everything lasts there, she may do something else.
Mm-hmm.
But I imagine that communion takes quite some time, and she's not thinking of time.
Fair enough. I'll give you one last thing, and I'm not going to go on and on and on and on. This will be my last thing. It sounds like you're trying to visualize it, and if you were to visualize it, it's almost like similar to how it is here on the image, this giant ball of flame being this like pure destructive essence of undeath, this giant globe of miasma, and very similar to that little egg in the middle. If you were to like visualize past the power, then it does almost visualize in your mind like a silver drop, whether that's water or blood or ether or whatever it is. It's like that's kind of the visual that you get.
Hmm.
Cool. Okay. So while Yvain's phasing out, Zarvolg has said all of this. We have 3 trials we must face. The blade will just give you locations around the map, and it will say the 3 trials are these: the miasma of the barrow, the crypt of screams, and the black hole. These are the 3 trials that must be faced, and within them, the truth of entrance will be found.
Sorry. Does the order matter?
No.
All right, so I'll pass those three titles on to everybody in the group and say, doesn't matter what order we do them in. So which one do you want to go at first?
I'll put them in the chat. I'll be honest, none of them sound very appealing. I don't really want to do any of them. But let's do it anyway. Fuck it.
Does the
Embo,
sword
what
have a
about you?
preference?
What do you think? What do you want to do? What's interesting to you?
Oh, what's a little miasma? Let's go that way.
I always took you for like a black hole kind of guy, but very well. Anyway,
Well,
let's go.
I'm traveling with you, so being sick to my stomach is kind of where I'm at.
Low hanging fruit. Very well.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with low-hanging fruit.
Okay, well, let's continue. And he just kind of, I don't know, just kind of meanders off. He's like, that's great. Cool. So, Miasma of the Barrow.
Miasma of the Barrow.
People looking over their shoulders, increasingly a little, Hey, Drystrom. Quite a reaction. I don't know what I did to you. Okay, I'll let you know what's going on. As everybody's walking, you're very sensitive in your hands and feet, being a monk and all. Very insightful, very, very in tune with your physical form. And the floor feels weird as you walk on it. And you look down and you see the bricks just ever so slightly sort of retracting and collapsing. Retracting and collapsing together like a small wave, or perhaps like there is a great lung under the stone breathing as you step.
Okay.
Make me a dex save.
This was why that reaction happened. Nat 20.
Nat 20. You notice this, and it's very much like someone kind of like getting ready to like take a deep breath, and you kind of like, so much jump, but you just kind of like find your step at the right moment to kind of like make your way over it, like almost like jumping over a pit of quicksand. And it sort of almost like collapses in on itself, like the lung exhaling a deep breath. And you sort of hop over it. But nonetheless, you feel it under your feet from here on out. That sort of feeling of brick just ever so slightly retracting and growing and retracting and growing, like the outer shell of a great lung breathing. And you will hear, all of you, as you approach the next trial. Why some you are to claim the soul reaver? How disappointing Sir Matorius is to have lost his weapon to these infiltrators. Yet he always did beg for death in the end. Maybe you gave him a small mercy. I look so forward to sucking the flesh off of your bones. It has been some time. Fear not, I have surprises in wait. I watch here and there. Keep going. Keep going. Keep flailing in your struggle like children in deep water. I am excited to see you flounder. And when the last breath is drawn, drink it in. Relish your change to Orcus's side of thinking. This voice permeates off of the stone walls like a great echo that is neither has a source nor is sourceless. And eventually, through the guidance of the blade and its whispers that come off of its hilt, you'll find your way into a great causeway, which, in fairness, as this place seems to be endowed in a great miasma, almost as if it's produced from this place. Like you see sort of almost a fog coming out of the upper windows. You stand outside of this open form interior that is quite foggy on the inside. Who will face this trial?
I'll go.
All right. Uber steps forward.
Can we all go? I'll go.
You can all go. You see Alistair goes to take a step forward, but Jorik kind of, not in a like demanding way, but very much in like an advisory way, kind of stops him, whispers something in his ear. Alistair kind of nods at that. He says, "Very well. We will cover the exterior. Make sure there's no surprises waiting for you out here when you get out."
I mean, if Ember goes in, Yvain follows him, unless she's prevented from doing so.
As soon as Yvain starts going in, Kira goes in.
A little train reaction. Very nice. Okay, it sounds like the Aurora Concordant goes in. I'm gonna say almost to the PCs. We'll just like keep a watch outside. Camellia is a member of Alistair's sort of adventuring party, so she'll follow his lead. And I guess Beverly will come with. She's part of you. She's more like with you guys than not.
Yeah.
Okay. You enter into this fog. And in fog, dark vision counts for nothing. You guys are blind as you are in this yellow and green miasma. Yes, Kira?
Question. I forget this all the time. I have dark vision up to 60 feet, but then I have the like see in magical and non-magical darkness for 120.
Yeah, this isn't darkness. This is fog.
Perfect.
Cool.
I forget it all the time.
And
yeah, no worries.
once I'm in the fog, I'm going to unscrew the cap on Red's flask and tell him, sit on top of my head, and then I will close my eyes.
You close your eyes.
Because he has blind vision out
sure
to 60
does.
feet.
Absolutely. You make your way inside. The moment you all step within, I will need a con save. I'll get our totals. Who Yeah. Ember, how did we do?
I'm still totaling.
No worries.
I'm sorry, did you say there were 2 rolls?
Nope, just one con save.
Okay.
We'll come back around. Yvain, how'd you do?
18.
Oh,
Nat 20 for 23.
Save. Kiro, how'd you do?
27.
How did Dryspring do?
9.
You are going to take 15 points of necrotic damage and a point of exhaustion. Zarvolk,
I got a 10 and Finn got a 4.
you will both also take 15 points of necrotic damage and a point of exhaustion. Cedric, how'd you do?
20 for George. Oh, George's not with us, is he?
No.
So just an 18 for Cedric.
Yeah, Cedric is just fine. All right, you all enter within. You guys were told you were here to seek something. So I will. So here's what I'm going to do. For every minute of searching, I'm going to require a check and a save. So if all of you intend to search, I would like a survival check from everybody for a minute of searching, and that will be it. Survival check would be fine. I also require a con save from everybody. Ember, because you can see, I will give you perception as well, if that is what you wish. And I will lower the DC for you probably too.
Okay.
As you can see. Yeah.
Am I able to send Finn back out?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'll send him outside then.
Yeah, Fen sort of takes off. You hear like a big poof, and Oster's like, "Oh, stop! No, oh fuck!" And you hear like, he's like, "Oh, come on!" All right, let's head around the room. Cedric, how did your survival do? How did your con do?
Con is another 18. And
Good.
the survival is a 14.
All right, so you're looking around. You're blind in the fog. You're struggling to see. What about Zarvolk?
Yeah. For con, I got a 12.
Okay, you're gonna take. You're gonna take 13 points of necrotic damage and another point of exhaustion.
Okay. And
survival?
for survival, I got a 26.
Excellent. I'm gonna go around and get the other totals before I tell you what you find. But that was a success. Yvain, how'd you do?
Am I rolling at disadvantage?
Oh yeah, the exhaustion should have put everyone at a disadvantage for the survival check if you had taken the survival or taken the exhaustion. If not, you're good.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to check. So there was a con check, yes?
There was a con save and a survival check.
There was a con save. So the con save, I rolled a nat 20 or
You're fine.
23. And the survival was a 15 on the dice, and I think I have like a +9 to that. Yeah, a +9 to that. So 24.
All right, Yvain saves as well, or succeeds. We'll get to you as well. Drystrap, how'd you do?
Nat 20 on the con save for 25, and then a 12 for survival.
12 for survival. You're not going to succeed on the survival, but you succeed on the con save. You evade danger, but you don't find anything. I'll tell you what, actually, before we proceed, exhaustion. In the old rules, there was a very specific detriments as you went up and up and up, exhaustions. And the new one, you take like, I think it's like a -2 to like pretty much everything, and then that increases as you go. Uh, that's speed, D20 tests, all kinds of stuff. What do you guys want? Do you guys want legacy exhaustion rules or do you want current exhaustion rules? I think it'd be good to be consistent. Exhaustion levels in 2014 or 2024 are as follows. When you gain one exhaustion level, you all D20 tests take a -2 times your exhaustion level. Speed is reduced by 5 times your exhaustion level. And you remove it normal ways. And I think everybody probably knows 2014 rules. So which is the preference? Hands up if you like Legacy, if you like 2014, the original rules. Kiro, Brycerin, Uvain, cool. And I'll take that the gentleman like the new rules, 2024?
Yeah, I'm either way.
I got it either way. Oh,
The new one makes it easier to adjudicate.
That is fair. It is easier.
I'm easy either way. I'm easy totally either way. Well, since I got some firms yeses and a lot of neutrals, we'll stick with the legacy, the old rules. So going forward, exhaustion will be old rules for everybody. Cool. So anyway, keep it going. Kiro, what'd you get? What's your con save and your survival?
My con save was a dirty 20, and my survival was a 17.
All right, you don't find anything, but you also don't take any additional damage or anything like that. So you're sifting around, you're looking. And Ember, last but not least, what did you get on your con save?
Con save was a nat 20 for a 24,
right.
And perception was a dirty 20.
All right, you will be successful as well. You didn't even need the DC decrease, but you had it anyway. So Ember, you look around and you kind of see your friends kind of trying to like feeling along the ground, finding pillars, feeling along the outer pillars, and you're able to generally kind of figure out where people are going. Yvain and Zarvalg, being probably the best survivalists in the group, immediately sort of like probably drop to the ground and kind of just start like feeling the ground for signs of passage. And signs of passage you do find. Inside there does seem to be like divots in the walkway. You know, if you've ever been to like a really, really old city, a really, really old town, how the causeway, the cobblestone like actually dips from the amount of passage that has happened. Similarly, you guys do find like a bit of a divot. And you kind of follow it. And in your own time, but pretty much at the same time, the three of you find sort of in the center of this miasma, this confusing miasma, you do find this like old binding of like ancient parchment scrolls, like really like brittle, delicate, old writings. And Ember, through your sight, you can see that it's covered in bad juju, bad words, not like the fun bad words, like abyssal ritualistic pages of rites, of ancient rites, and you're like, oh, that's not good. But you think you have found what you're looking for. You do find it on like this like small, mostly deteriorated, kind of almost like an altar, a little bit. The iconography is just this malicious looking like ram skull that sits on a stick above a stone slab, and these pages sit before it like an offering.
I'll cast Unseen Servant and have the servant pick up the scroll and follow me.
Yep. They sort of rise into the air, and as they turn to kind of follow you, this like, and the unseen servant just like the pages sort of bound together, flutter to the ground, and you know you made the right call. But you get the sense that that was probably the trap, and you can probably pick them up without issue at this point.
And I'll cast Unseen Servant a second time.
Fair
Pick
enough.
it up, bring it with.
Yep, the second unseen servant survives. And with that, you probably are like, okay, everyone, we got what we're looking for. Let's get the fuck out of here. And all of you kind of stumble out of the mist, sort of coughing up a lung, breathing not fresh air at all, stale, undeathly air, but not nearly as congested as what was in that space. You see a big 300-pound dog on top of Alistair on the ground. The two blood hunters trying to coax the dog off of him, but they just look at him. Then just like looks up at them, just like happy, like, oh, I'm getting attention. They're like, get off. And he's like,
good dog.
Alistair looks pissed. It's like, I don't know what I ever fucking did to you.
Here, read this.
He takes it, looks at it for all of 2 seconds, and goes, here, read this, and hands it to Joran. He's like, fine. He'll take it. And he goes, what are you upset about? Didn't you literally take tea with demons? And he goes, yeah, okay. He takes it, and he looks it over. He goes, oh yeah. This is unsealing rite. Incomplete, but well, rudimentary enough, if dangerous.
Okay. 1 down, 2 to go.
The sword. You guys can't make out the specific syllable. Well, Zarvolg, you've probably sheathed the blade by now, so it's not whispering anymore. But to your mind, you hear the words of Sir Morcorius speak. He says, the crypt of screams, or the black hole. You are muted.
At this point, we might as well do them in order, right? Crypt of Screams. Anybody? No.
Springwater's like, the Crypt of Spring sounds nice. No, not really, but sure, I guess.
I mean, it sounds exciting.
Oh.
Back in your flask, Red.
Oh. And he goes. Okay. You guys meander, making your way safe as can be in this place.
Do we still have the exhaustion?
Oh yeah. You
Okay.
sure do. Ooh. Been looking forward to this one. We're just gonna handle it this way to keep things a little. Oh, you know what? Let's just do it like this. Oops. La 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 la. The shadows move. The sound of things behind walls, movement, darkness is all about you. And as you're beginning to sort of, I guess, ease into comfort, ease into sort of like, whatever, it's fine. Just kind of like get your head in the game kind of thing and like ignore the darkness beyond and allow yourself to just focus ahead and not be frightened by these petty tricks. Oh my fucking god, just work, goddammit. Ember, does an 18 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, 13 points of psychic damage as it feels like something takes 3 butcher knives, shoves them into your back, and pulls down right to your hip. And you guys hear, you're all like, and then you just hear Ember go, ah! Scream behind you. Beverly jumps up 5 feet in the air and goes, ah! It's like fucking loses it. And you turn around to see Ember, like maybe on a knee just for a moment, like hand around to present flame. And yeah, Ember, it feels like your back is open. Like someone just fucking ripped you open from the back. You guys turn around to just see Ember. Look, just pointing his flame around.
Well,
Somebody isn't happy we're here.
this one seems less good.
Burley will run over. She goes, "Oh, Ember, are you okay? Where did you get hurt?"
Oh, my back. It'll be
Oh,
all right.
okay. Did you like? She like looks at your back. Did you like fall? Did you like fall over or something? What's wrong with your back?
I don't know. Just sort of a stabbing pain.
Oh. That's no good. She kind of like looks across to you, Yvain, like a little like, I don't know what to do. But if anyone looks, like Ember's back is fine.
Is there is there anything noticeable around? Sounds?
Make a perception check.
$21.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Ember's shadow is its fingers are too long and clawed. And it's hard to see because it kind of fades into the buildings or whatever, but you just kind of glance at it. It almost looks like it has like buck antlers.
Can I?
Hero did not like
Mhm.
I'm gonna try something, and I'm willing to waste a slot if it doesn't work. Can I
Yeah.
cast a Hunter's Mark on that?
Your hunter's mark attaches itself to the entity.
I got
it
you
is-
now, you son of a bitch.
Just me and you, Zarval, roll a quick initiative. I think
Yeah.
you have advantage on these, so go ahead.
I do, yeah.
Oh, you win. You rolled on that one.
Oh, all right. I got
You mark it,
double-
and
double
you
17s.
see. Yeah, you mark it, and you see, almost Peter Pan style in a way, it like unattached from his like feet, and like because I'll say that there's like multiples because you've got multiple light sources, but one of them, this sort of extra thin, long fingered, clawed, antlered one, unattaches itself from Ember's feet, and then sort of like scampers like across the ground as if clawing to get into the darkness and away from you all. As it's sort of now you begin to see 3 dimensions as it sort of appears up from the floor and kind of claws across the ground to try and escape. What do? You're faster
All
than
right.
it.
Yeah. I will.
You got the ambusher. You got 3 shots.
I do, and let me use. Oh no, is this the same turn?
I'll
Is
give you
my
the bonus
Is
action.
my
It's fine.
bonus action the hunters? I can have a bonus action.
Yeah,
All right,
go ahead.
let
Why
me
not?
use. Let me use ensnaring strike then.
Okay.
And wait, does that have? That doesn't have to be. No, with a weapon attack. Great. And
Yeah, the
then we
next
got
one
to
that
shoot at.
hits, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. All right,
Um,
shoot. Go for it.
that's a 27 to hit.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Four. And, oh yeah, +6. That's going to be 10 damage.
You blast the shadow. It seems to move straight through it as if it were a ghost, but it still like arcs its back in pain. It doesn't seem to fully harm it. Mostly though. How much damage was it? Sorry.
It was 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. Um, understood. Keep going.
Well, it has to now. It has to make a strength saving throw to keep from being ensnared.
It fails horrifically. It the vine sort of you shoot it and it doesn't harm it so much. It arcs its back as it moves through its back, but then almost like from where the wound would have been, sprouts this just rapid, fast, magnificent, like tendriling vines that just wrap around its body entirely. And yeah, he'll. It's interesting. Yeah, he'll fall to the ground, like on the ground, and kind of. And you look to see now that its eyes behind its sort of toothed, lipless mouth is like a purple, like deep pink light, and it kind of sort of shimmies against it to try and get away.
All right, 20 to hit on the next shot.
Yep.
And that's going to be 18 damage.
Okay, understood. Again, moves through it, but it still reacts in pain for it.
And then 17 to hit on the last one.
17 still hits.
Oh, okay.
You guys want to see what kind of parasite Ember had carrying around with him?
Sure.
Zoom.
And that's going to be 12 damage on the last one.
Again, shoots through it. Understood. Question for the party: do you guys just like go, "What the fuck? Oh, kill it!" And then like everybody just fucking like gang rap music starts playing. You guys just start curb stomping it and beating the fuck out of it all together. Is that kind of what happens, or
It deserves Hell's Angels first aid.
Okay, got it. So yeah, exactly. Dr. Polar, fucking. You guys all just and it rolled a nat one its initiative, so we're just gonna save ourselves some time here. The Clara and Order stands back. They're like, oh, shit, fuck, oh, and yeah, you guys pummel this thing to death, or as much to death as possible until like you literally like kicking it, your legs going through it, but it still reacts as if it hurt. And eventually it just kind of like loses its shape and just kind of like melds into the darkness, leaving only like a faint impression on the ground where it once laid. sort of like almost leaving like a permanent, just shade of a shadow left on the ground. Almost like how in nuclear blasts, it's almost like a person's shadow is imprinted on a wall a little bit. It's like
Yeah.
that. Like its shadow is almost like imprinted on the ground where it fell. But it's just a mark on the ground now, and the creature has been defeated.
All right.
Jorin would say, "Shadow demons, not good. Not very good at all."
Was that so? I'll speak to the blade. Was that the cryptic screams, or do we have to do that still?
No, that was just a taste of what lies below, Grim One.
Oh, those are just around here.
Yes. Yes, they haunt those places.
All right, on to the cryptic screams then.
All right. Make your freaking way, buddy. You guys come to one of the many necropolis sites through the guidance of Zarbalg to one of these places. You guys kind of halt there, and Alistair says, "We could take this one if you want, or if you're sure of your abilities, by all means. You can watch the exit, by all means."
Well, I mean, if they're willing, we can stand outside and stand guard while they go in.
All right, are you ready, gentlemen? And pardon. Perrin Brill, Camellia, and the rest of them, Alistair and everybody. Yeah, they're all ready to go. The two blood hunters kind of take a vanguard stance before Alistair. Camellia walks in next to Alistair, and they kind of go two by two into the dark. Sure enough, as you might expect, the sound of blood-curdling screams can be heard from the depths below. Like, not unlike the Banshee you fought long ago in Western. Just like feminine blood-curdled, just bloody murder scream. Shrieks. You hear the sounds of the calls of the blood hunters. You hear the sounds of swords swinging. You hear the sound of conflict spells being cast, radiant light and darkness all around, and then just an endless shriek of screams. And the battling continues and continues. There is maybe a 2 or 3 minute pause, and then the four of them exit, not looking physically wounded, but more like paler and sicker. Like the very nature of them has begun to rot a little bit. Jorin, already having looked like an older gentleman, not old, but gray in the hair a little bit. He is not salt and pepper anymore. He is gray. Still strong, still a veteran warrior, but gray, a couple more wrinkles across his face, like he just put a couple of miles on the immediately put quite a few miles on the old speedometer, and exits looking a little more world weary than he did when he entered. The rest just look like they took necrotic damage. And with that, all of my NPCs are going to take 30 points of necrotic damage. But Alistair comes out, or actually Joran holds them up because he's the guy. He holds up a second set of pages. Aptly named for, yes, it screams. Objective achieved. To the dark hole, then, or the black hole.
Can you name do a medicine check on him?
Yeah, you approach him and you ask to look him over, and he looks a little like he almost like amusedly, not amusedly, but like there's a look to him that looks like he's done this a lot and he just like knows the procedure, and he's like, yeah, okay, here you go. Make me a medicine check.
That's not great at all. A 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I'll give you is that if you roll up his sleeves or you take off his gloves to like look at his hands or check his neck or whatever, this man there's a reason why he wears so many layers. Probably he is covered. Probably you don't take off all his, like you don't give him a full inspection right here, but you could probably inspect from what you see that he's probably covered from neck to probably the bottom of his feet in cuts. And you can find no medical reason why he appears as old as he does all of a sudden. But you do recognize the necrotic damage. That's the same as everybody else.
She'll cast a quick first level cure wounds on him.
Fantastic.
I'll get you the it's not going to be a whole ton of anything, but it will be. Come here, where's the effing thing? There we go. It will be for 10.
So Joran, that's 10, Nick. 10 healing. And he looks at you and he says, well, thank you very much. He gives you a little smile. Alistair just goes, did you know he's 38? And Joran almost looks like a little, like, annoyed. He doesn't dare say it to the director, but, like, there's a look of, like, fuck you on his face. And he goes, he looks fucking bloody, like, 70, I don't know. Because I look maybe a healthy 40, or an unhealthy 40, perhaps, maybe 50.
You're a silver fox is what you are.
I will.
She put her hand on his cheek.
And Ember will pat Alistair on the shoulder. Says, don't worry, I'm certain that you will look just as good when you get to be that old.
He gives you a crooked eyebrow and he goes, no, I doubt it. I severely doubt it. And Joran gives you a really genuine, the first time you've seen him smile, genuine little smile underneath all the scruff. Cool. With that, the black hole. This one's pretty simple. You walk through the city streets, trying to find something to eat. And oh fuck, that's terrible. Zarvolg, where'd you go? We're gonna do something terrible to you.
Oh, sorry, I'm back.
It's all good. Actually, I'm gonna do it for all of you, in fact, because you'll all notice this one. You're walking through, the corridors, making your way to this place that the blade is guiding you to. If you see these broken tunnels, you're kind of advised to go through there. Maybe Zarval even takes you through there, what have you, to be like, okay, let's get some cover. Let's go through these broken tunnel systems. And as you're going through, I'll say you're the first to notice it, Zarvog. You feel a little drip on your head.
Yeah.
It's like a pretty decent drip. It's a little. It's not water. Let's put it that way. It's a little thicker than that. And you're like, look at it. And you get the light from one of the flaming swords of the blood hunters, and it's blood.
Huh.
And then the blades are raised aloft, and you notice that in this moment, between all of the bricks, blood begins to pour from between the bricks. Like the mortar between bricks were open wounds, and it begins to just pour blood, and the ceiling above you drips of blood onto you. And it's like Blade 1 in here, man. It's like when they have their fucking blood rave. All this blood starts to drip onto all of you, and I need everybody to make a con save as you are coated in blood from an unknown source.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, bloody hell.
Do we need to roll them for both characters if we're doing two?
Yeah, this one's for all of the everybody. Yeah.
Oh, does exhaustion mean we take disadvantage for this too?
I don't believe so. One is just for ability checks.
Okay.
1 point is just for ability checks. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, let's go around. I'll just tell you what. I'll make this easy for everybody. The DC is 16. So if you rolled a 15 or lower, you failed. And after like maybe 2 or 3 minutes of maybe like hurrying up and making your way out of here, making your way out through the tunnel, those of you who failed are going to find that your eyes are starting to hurt. And as you guys take a minute to like, fucking try and get as much blood off of you as possible. Who failed? Just a little hand, Yvain, Zarvolk, Drystrom. You guys are all cleaning yourselves off. We'll put it in the perspective of Ember. And you're like cleaning yourself off. You kind of look over and you see different people, maybe NPCs as well. Zarvolk, Yvain, Drystrom especially are kind of like wiping it off, and they're like wiping their eyes and keep wiping their eyes. And you realize no matter how much blood they wipe off, they can't fully get it out of their eyes. And you realize that that's because they're bleeding out of their eyes. All of you who failed are now suffering from sight rot, which is a disease. Which means that you are you're bleeding from the eyes. And you're going to be considered poisoned for the next little while. And those will get better or worse depending on what happens down the line. So yeah, we just got the poison conditions for right now. Okay. Presumably you continue onward. And you come to over here. Oh, yep, Sarvel?
Oh, no, I'm just bitching about being blind.
Oh, okay. You're not blind, not as of yet. Your eyes just kind of hurt, and you're bleeding, like almost like crying blood at all times.
Actually, is Ember the only one that sees it, or do we all recognize it after?
You all see it. Yeah. Everyone, okay. It would be hard not to notice.
Seeing that, because the only two light sources we have are the two swords that are on fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hero, she'll summon her trident if it's not already out. She's jumpy. And she'll like shove it in between her sword and her back, just so it's on her back. And then she'll cast, she has light as a cantrip, so she'll just cast light on one of the like wraps that's around it, just so there's another source of light. Because now 3 people can potentially not see.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, you guys come to the black hole. The place is almost strangely like it's like weirdly like it's just really weird because there's a part of it that's almost like kind of nice, where it's almost like like a nice little sitting place. There's a um, light posts that have bioluminescent fungi inside of them. The benches themselves seem to have like a miasmic glow that kind of like smoke kind of roils out from underneath the actual benches, and they all sit around this big purposefully created circle in the ground, and that circle goes what you must suspect is pretty deep, or maybe very shallow. It's tough to say. Those of you with blind sight would know that that shit goes very, very fucking far and deep into the ground. Get a little more specific about it. If anybody wants to try and like look into the hole and kind of understand what exactly it is you're supposed to do here, or try and see the bottom or a way down or whatever, go ahead and make a perception check.
That's a nat 20 for Jork.
Good job, Jorik.
So that's 23.
All right. Jorik looks in. And he will note. He will say like, yes, it is bricked. It can be descended easily enough. We could tie ropes off to these lamp posts and for an extra falling precaution, but the stones make for fine handholds if anyone wanted to make the descent. But it's a dark thing down there. There's their eyes just beneath the black, just beyond sight.
How deep is it?
So further than I can see. He's gonna take out a torch, light it, drop it. Falls. I'm gonna say. Let's say it's about 200 feet deep.
Right. All right.
Who's that? All right. So, should we all go? Should some of us stand guard? Director, what do you think? And Alistair will just look to all of you. Well, we got the last one. You all got the one before. Seems we're even. So, well, who does well in the dark?
Not an issue
Normally
for me.
I'm okay.
I'll go.
Yep.
Well, he looks to the blood hunters, says, well, you two stay out here. And let's just call it this. Anybody, you guys decide. If you want an NPC to go down with you, they will say they will go down with you. If you want to leave a PC upstairs, I leave it entirely in your hands.
I'd like to have Alistair with us.
Camellia, that seems...
Yep.
Oh, it's just because Camellia, this seems like your kind of thing. Come on.
Why is it? Sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah. She'll go down. Yep. Alistair says, well, it's a cleric's place to tread in the dark. And he will go. Sounds like the blood hunters are staying upstairs. Beverly will say, I'll keep an eye out too. I'd love to go down, but it's starting to seem a little full in that hole. And okay, I'll keep an eye out. Nothing's going to ambush you.
You do have a carpet, so it should make descending easier.
Nice. Okay. Joran will simply leave it with, the darkness is alive down there. Just be careful. Maybe don't let it see you. Try not to. Don't wake the dead and all. And, yep, he'll stay on guard. So, anyone descending? You guys just heading on down, or do you take the Blood Hunter's advice and try and go quietly and not disturb the dead?
Yeah, actually, if we take the carpet, we can go to the center as opposed to the edge and just descend vertically. That should be also relatively quiet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be acceptable. It's more about volume and big action. Yes,
Right.
Zerhol?
Also, anybody
on the carpet?
Sorry, go ahead, Zerhol.
I was just gonna say, anybody who wants to, from I can do rope trick up to 50 or up to 60 feet. If we want to stop 60 feet shy of the bottom or however far shy of the bottom, we can descend the rest of the way on the rope one at a time if that seems stealthier. It's up to whoever. I was going to try and do it slowly as we get closer toward the bottom. Not that we couldn't do that with the carpet, but we wouldn't all be on the same carpet.
Yeah. So it sounds like, because the carpet can only hold 3 people at a time?
I need to go look.
Something like that. Ballpark it. It's a weight thing, right?
Yeah, well, the weight thing is actually not much of a problem. It can hold almost a ton.
Oh, okay. So more of a surface area then, I guess.
Yeah. But it has it in the item description. I'll just need to go read it because my memory is a fickle thing.
Zero will offer up. I can fly down, no problem.
Just to be clear about who's going down, it's the party and Alistair by the sounds of it, right? Okay.
Yep.
And Camellia.
And Camellia. So it's just Bev and the hunters upstairs.
Actually, it can carry up to 1,200 pounds. But its fly speed becomes 20 if it's more than 600.
Oh.
And it's 5 by 7. So
5 by 7. We'll probably say that's I'll be generous, say 3 people. Really, really stuffed together.
I mean, according to Rose from Titanic, that's one person.
That's right. So only one person. Okay. I'm just looking at my floor and visualizing it for myself a little bit here. Okay. No. I take it back. That's probably more 4 or 5 people bunched up, probably, for being honest. Okay. You're not doing combat on it, tell you what. But, yeah. Cool. So maybe that's probably 7. And Kiro wants to fly. Go ahead.
I can descend on my own too if we want to make it not that full. And all I've got to do is stay within 30 feet of it, and it'll continue to follow directions. So
Yvain doesn't actually weigh that much, so someone could potentially carry Yvain if they needed to.
Well, it sounds like what did I just say? I just said 5, maybe. Yeah, 5 people. So we got 5 people on the carpet. That covers everybody except for 2 people. Kiro and Ember have both said that they can descend without the carpet.
Yep.
So there we go.
And I want to not specifically me. I don't care who else comes, but I want to not be on the carpet. I'll rope trick down.
You're just gonna go like you're gonna recast it every 60 feet.
No. I'll take the carpet down to like 60 feet above. He said it was like 200 feet, so I'll take it down 140 feet and then rope trick.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, no problem at all.
I just don't want to be
Okay.
on the carpet bunched up with everybody else.
You want cooties, gross.
Right.
Since we're leaving our light sources at the top, Kira will go right below the carpet just so that, just in case this is darkness that we can see through, we'll see.
Got it. Okay, there. Everybody in the hole. Sweet. I need all of these fellows to make stealth checks, please.
Stealth checks.
Zarvolg, you're casting a spell, so don't worry about it.
All right.
What did folks get?
I'm deeply sorry for having rolled 2.
The dice. You don't apologize for the dice. Okay. Yvain disappears from the carpet. Who else?
I rolled a 12, which is really good for me.
Hey, you disappear from the carpet as well. Who else?
Tristan got a 9.
Darison disappears from the carpet. Zarvolg vanishes at some point. So far, so we got 4 left. Kiro, how'd you do? Still check.
Nat 20 for a 22.
Got it. Ember?
I got half of what Yvain got. I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Ember disappears from the carpet. How did Camellia and Alistair do on their stealth checks? Yvain. Who's controlling Alistair? Who's controlling Camellia? Zarvolg,
I've got Camellia. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Alistair rolled a 19.
Alistair's fine. He holds quiet.
Camelia's got a 17.
Kiro, you're chilling there, and you feel like a hand leave your arm, whatever it is, and you're like, that's fine. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, maybe just adjusting. At a certain point, you kind of looking around for reassurance from your friends, and you notice it's only you and Alistair and Camellia on the rug floating down, and nobody else. And then because Ember is more than 30 feet away, the rug just stops being a magical flying rug. And so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to roll a d20, and that's going to determine exactly when Ember disappeared from the rug and the dissension. You're very lucky. As you suddenly fall, or actually, no, that's incredibly lucky. You still descend all the way to the bottom just fine on the rug, as if nothing bad happened. No fall, the rug doesn't slip out from under you, nothing like that. You just descend like an elevator just fine. For the rest of the party, those who failed one by one, a hand reached around your face, covered your mouth, and then several more reached over your shoulder and around your torso and ripped you from the back of the rug and pulled you down to the bottom of the tunnel with all speed. So we're just going to go around here. We're going to do a little damage. Or actually, yeah, we're going to do it this way, actually. Um, everybody who failed is going to take 21 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground. You're also going to take.
Is that
Yeah, go
from
ahead.
falling?
That is from falling. This one is not
Wait,
going to be
well, if
something
it's
that
from
you can.
falling, I have slow fall.
I know you do. The problem is that these hands are pulling you into a
Okay.
fall. I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, though, because you're a monk, I'll let you do a deck save to see if you're able to move your body well enough that you're able to like activate slow fall. Because you're basically being like grabbed, like someone's like wrapped an anchor around your feet and thrown you off the side, right? It's kind of similar to that.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. You get to slow fall. But 19 necrotic damage for everyone else because when you hit the floor, the hands move through your body and through the floor. And just sort of like pull life force out of you as they go. And all of you are now almost like gravity is too much, held grappled to the floor. You can't move. You're just like laying on the floor, like you can't get out. Like you're being held down by the weight of those hands, dragging you down.
So we took
Kiro,
21 and 19?
yes, 21 and 19 damage, so a total of 30 damage. Kiro, you step off of the rug with Chameleon Alistair and like spark up your light, and you look around to see the bottom of the hole is filled with your friends laying on the ground, unable to speak, just laying there like struggling to stand up, but some invisible force is keeping them on the ground. And then you look forward as Camellia goes, oh no. And you see on the other side of the hole, standing there, is Camellia Springshower.
Oh, no.
But it isn't quite Camellia Springshower. This looks like Camellia Springshower if she spent twice the time that she did in Shadebarrow. She is gaunt to the point where there's almost nothing on her bones. She is thin. She remains her furball size, but you see black ichory dripping roots kind of like up the side of her face, like the corruption of nature has tied itself to her, as if Camellia had fully embraced her blight inside and spent a great deal of time. I need Hero, I need Camellia, and I need Alistair to roll initiative.
Hero got a dirty 20.
$14 for Camellia.
Got it. And who am I missing here? Alistair. Bow music, and we'll get to it. Oh, that's not bow music at all. Okay, Kiro, Oh, wait, we gotta roll initiative. Oops. That is going to be 14 for bad guy. Come on. Okay. Give me those initiatives, folks. How did Camellia
Got a
do?
dirty 20.
14 for Camellia.
Okay. 14, 20. How did Alistair do? Is Yvain playing Alistair or is Ember playing Alistair?
I don't. I actually don't know if you want me to do it. I'm happy to do so.
Between you two, whichever one of you wants to. I just so you know, Ember, I had given Yvain control of Alistair while you were out.
That's fine.
His
Continue to
initiative
run
is
with it.
15.
Okay, cool. He rolls a 16. Oh, great. Okay, so he'll go just after Kiro. Kiro, you, my speedy friend, are up to bat. You see all of your allies on the ground, scattered around the tunnel, and you face off against evil Camellia. What do you do?
First thing we're gonna do, because it feels appropriate, bonus action, cast Armor of Agathis on myself. That
Okay.
feels important. And then I think I have this as a cantrip. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame. It's a Dex 15.
Dex 15. Okay. Give me a little moment. Oh, definitely a fail. But she'll use a legendary resistance to succeed instead.
Okay. I don't think it's one of the ones where she takes half damage. No. So it just doesn't hit her.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Actually, is she standing, you said on the opposite side of the like hole we're in?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go diagonally to kind of split the difference between the, because you said Alistair and Camellia are still behind me.
Yeah, they're still very much around, and they stand beside you in this battle.
I'm gonna go up 15 feet just so we're not all clumped together, but I'm gonna go off to the side so we're not all in a line.
Fair
So
enough.
15 feet towards not Camilla. I don't know what else.
The hole is not that big. You could go 10 feet to the side if you want.
That works just fine.
Cool. All right, what would Alistair like to do? But first,
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
well, hang on. Let me do a
Okay,
little.
no.
Let me do a little. You're good. Let me do a little legendary action at you guys.
Okay.
Camellia smiles a smile that is a little too wide, and she raises her hand, and from the ground, all of these like little plants sprout and bloom and release spores into the air. And she's going to do a fungal bloom. 20 foot. I need a con save from everybody, including my bound friends.
Does real Camellia have to make a save? Is this something she's immune to?
Unless she's immune to poison damage? No, she's going to have to do
He
it. Too.
is.
Oh, then she's just fine.
No, she's resistant to poison damage. She's immune to being poisoned.
Okay, then yeah, she's got to roll.
All right.
How did we all do, guys?
18.
21.
18. 18's a save. 21 is a save.
All right. I
26.
finally get an.
How'd you get, Kira?
26.
Yeah, those are all saves, which means each of you is going to take 6 points of poison damage. Camellia will only take 3 because she's resistant.
Yeah.
But that goes for everybody, including my people bound on the ground.
I got a 12.
12 is a failure. You'll take 13 poison.
Okay.
Cool.
16.
16 is a fail. You're going to need 13 poison. Who else? All my people. How did Cedric do?
Rolling that one, so.
Oh shit, 13 points of damage. Here, we'll do it this way. This goes for every single character who went into the hole. The DC was 17. The damage is 13 if you failed, if you roll a 16 or lower. And if you succeeded, you'll take 6 damage instead. That goes for all characters who went into the hole. Okay. That brings us to Alistair's turn. What would Alistair like to do, Yvain?
All right. So is Spirit Guardians, not Spirit Guardians, spiritual weapon, is that they changed it in
Yeah, it's
24, didn't
concentration
they?
now. Yeah.
But it's still bonus action.
Yeah. I think
Alright,
it
so
works pretty much the exact same. It's just a concentration now.
All right. Well, I guess bonus action spiritual weapon.
Okay. All right. Why don't we say like this bloody dagger appears in the air and swings. Go ahead and roll spell attack.
Looking at what that is, just give me a moment so I know what I'm adding. Well, first of all, I'm just gonna roll the fucking dice. Alright. It is an 18 on the dice. Let me see what he's adding. I'm guessing a
That
spell.
hits. Yeah,
Okay.
you definitely hit.
His spell attack is probably decent. Let me pull out the spell. I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
I feel like it's like 1d8 or something such.
I think it's like a D8 plus wisdom modifier.
Weapon 24. And his wisdom modifier would be a +4 to add to it. So give me just a moment.
Always.
Yeah, so 1d8 plus 4. Oh, it's an 8. So 12 points of damage. I believe it's
She
radiant.
takes it. Understood. She takes the 12 damage. Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's force damage.
Oh, force damage. Okay, she takes the 12 damage then. All right, well done. Is there anything else?
So that was his bonus action.
Oh, yeah. What's the full action?
How close is he to anyone who's on the floor?
He is 5 feet from both Yvain and Zarvolk. Would you like to use your action to try and free one of them?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you offer the help action or can you try to free one of them?
Yeah, make me... what kind of check will this be? Make me an athletics check. Kind of pull them free from these grasping hands. As he starts to like pull on them, almost like appearing from the ethereal, when he starts to tug at it, you kind of see these spectral hands still holding him down.
All right, so what is it that I'm doing?
Athletics.
Athletics. Does he have anything interesting in athletics? He does not, I don't think.
I'll tell you what, I'll give him advantage because I imagine anybody held down is doing nothing but trying to help him get out.
All
So,
right.
sure, let's give him advantage. Why not?
Okay, so that's a 15.
15 is. It is not enough, I'm afraid. They are firmly stuck to the ground, but it was pretty close. It was getting pretty close to freeing somebody. But it is definitely possible to free them. He gathers that in this moment.
He'll express that outwardly.
Fair enough. He goes, pull them free if you can. If you're strong enough, pull them free. They can be. And that'll bring us to a legendary action. She is going to sort of look at Camellia and smile, and she's going to reach her hand out and grasp and pull back. And from the wall, these dripping black vines are going to shoot forward at Camellia. I need Camellia to roll an we'll make it her choice. Let's go to a dexterity saving throw. I'd love a dexterity saving throw from Camellia, please.
16.
She fails. The vine wraps around her and pulls her to the wall, constricting her. She is grappled. She's not out of combat, but she can't move. That's all there is. She just can't move. Which will bring us to the true evil Camellia turn.
Yeah.
Well, this is evil
true.
Camellia.
Oh, okay.
She. Oh, yeah. I've been dying to cast this one. She is going to say. The evil Camellia is going to say, the greatest lie there is that necromancers understand death. No. You know what understands death, truly makes the best of it, is disease. And she is going to put her hand out like this and open her mouth wide, and a locust horde is going to spew forth from her mouth and shoot right at good Camellia. And I need Camellia, you, Zarvel, to roll a con save against the contagion spell.
Okay. Look up her. Yep. All right. Oh, that's a 23.
Woo! Good thing she saved too, because fucking ouch. That's all I'll say that. She sort of closes her eyes and her mouth, and she kind of holds fast against the biting, horrible locust swarm. But she's saved. And this spell is a save or suck.
Oh.
So
nice.
She's doing just fine. She's also immune to the poison condition, so that helps with some of it. So she makes it out completely all right. She's fine. She holds on to the spirit of the Dawn Father,
right.
And the contagion doesn't have any effect on her. It's all good stuff. Which brings us to her turn. Camellia, what do you do?
Yeah. So she's restricted, I guess, but can still cast spells, yeah?
She can still do everything except for move.
Yeah. So she's going to be like, oh no, this isn't right at all. And she will cast back a flaming sphere.
All right.
5 or 10 feet, whatever she needs it to be, in front of evil Camellia, and then bash it into her.
Hell yeah. Well, technically she had to touch Camellia to cast the spell, so I'm going to put her right here. And so she just like forms this ball of flame like right in front of her. Just
flaming sphere?
Oh, no. Sorry, Contagion was a touch spell. So I was just moving the bad guy into place.
Contagion. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're totally all as well on that front. Okay, there's our flaming sphere right there. We'll make it yellow. Why not? Put it right there. And the evil Camellia Carna cries out. So cries out. As a bonus action, you can move it up to 30 feet. The sphere to a creature space. It makes a save against the sphere. Okay, so it'll immediately make a save against the sphere. So it'll make a dex save, if I'm not mistaken, right? If you want to use your bonus action to like roll it into where that is.
Yeah. That I want. Yeah, I want to move it into her. So, yeah, dex save.
Got it. All right, she rolls a 14.
That will not save.
All right, she'll use a legendary resistance to save instead.
Ooh, all right.
Which means she probably takes.
Yeah. Let me see.
Half as much on a success. That should be 2d6.
Let's see. That's 6 damage.
6 damage to Camellia. Evil Camellia. Very good. She kind of cries out, gets a little out of the way of the ball. Beautiful. If there is nothing else,
Nope.
That is going to bring us to Kiro. Legendary resistance. She's going to do a legendary action really quick. We're going to do another little fungal bloom. I need a con save from everyone in the hole. I will leave it for all of you to figure out. So as a reminder, the DC is 17. If you rolled a 17 or higher, you would have taken 8 points of poison damage. If you rolled lower than that, you will take the full 17 poison damage. And Camellia, of course, will take resistance.
Yep.
Cool. Everybody's got that. Then it is indeed your turn, Kira. What would you like to do?
How close am I to? Because you said the hole's not that big. And we heard Alistair. Everybody heard Alistair yell about trying to pull people up, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. Who is the person that I am the closest to, I guess, is my question.
You, Kiro, are closest to Ember and Yvain, but it's a small hole. You can easily probably get to anybody you want to with a movement.
She'll go over to Yvain. That's where she'll go. She'll try to get the two of them up first, just because.
Okay.
Whatever happens.
Yeah, make me an athletics check to try and pull them up. And you'll have advantage. I'm sure Yvain is helping out.
I have advantage anyway.
Hey, fuck. Good. Good.
It is the one thing that I have. It is the one skill check that I have advantage on.
Hell yeah.
18 plus 8 is 26.
Easily, Yvain. You're like, oh, thank you, Kira. Kira just leads down, like, fucking basketball palms you in the face and just like pulls you out with one arm, easy as can be, and just you feel that spectral hands wrapped around your body and your mouth just start torn away. And Yvain, you can officially enter combat. Roll initiative.
tried to do it nicely. As
No,
nicely as you can.
I'm just big in a funny flavor. I'm sure you pull Yvena with the greatest affection.
19. Which is
Hey,
wild.
I believe that's right after Kiro, if I'm not mistaken things.
Actually, really quick, just to see if I can pull it off a second time, can I action surge and try to pull the same move with Ember?
Absolutely, go for it.
Plus 8 is a 21.
21 will do the job. You pull Ember free as well. Ember, go ahead and roll for initiative.
16.
16. I'm going to put you just before Alistair and Corrupted Camellia for that. Very good. Magnificent Kiro. Is there a bonus action?
Can she roll one of her second wind dice? Because
Of course.
now, and then I think with her second wind, she can move up to half her speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So can she just find whatever the next closest cluster of people is to try to help up next round?
Got it. The next cluster of people would be exactly where like Camellia and Camellia are fighting. So why don't I just put you next to Drystrand then, on the other side of the hole for now. All right, cool. Sweet. It's about that time. So we will end our combat here. We'll pick it up next week. And